This module is about posting process. Yes, posting from general journal into the main ledger. Well, the thing is that posting is a terminology that we use for a process which is adopted while picking up information from journal and putting into the main ledger. This process is known as posting process. So this is part of accounting cycle that we have in fact learned in our previous modules. That starts from source document, then we prepare journal, then we prepare ledger. So while coming from journal to ledger, the process that we adopt is known as posting. So remember this terminology. So we will be learning this posting process through this module. So please be attentive. I will discuss it through certain examples. So this is an example in which owner introduced cash 25,000 as capital into the business. So what we see that in this transaction, the accounting entry is debit to cash and credit to capital. Cash is being debited with 25,000 and capital is being credited with 25,000. Okay. Well, so here is the post reference for this 25. Why post reference? Because this is the ledger where we are posting it. You just observe the arrowheads that we have already developed. That in this accounting entry, this is journal, in this accounting entry, which is at page number 1 of journal, from this accounting entry, we are posting in two ledger accounts. One is cash account and the second one is capital account. We can see that there are two accounting heads involved in this journal entry. Okay, so this is cash account and this is capital account. Well, now, see, cash account is being prepared at page number 61 of the ledger and capital account is being prepared at page number 8 of the ledger. Cash account is being debited with 25,000. Therefore, this 25,000 in which cash is being debited will be put in the debit side. We know very well that this is the splitting point in which we see left hand side is debit side, this is debit side, and this is credit side. So this 25,000 we are putting here in the cash account in the debit side because of this capital. Capital will be written over here. So cash account, you will read it like this, that cash account is being debited with capital account 25,000. Okay. Next thing. Capital account. You will say capital account is being credited with 25,000. So in the credit side of capital account, debit side and credit side, in the credit side of capital account, since capital is being credited, you will place this information in the credit side. The reason will be cash because capital account is being credited because of cash with 25,000. Okay, we shall observe one more accounting entry. What's over here? That on 5th of January, we have bought computer 8,000 by paying cash. So this is its debit and credit accounting head. So it means that we are preparing two ledger accounts. One is cash and the second one is computer. This is T account style. Left side is debit. Right side is credit. Okay. Computer is being debited with 8,000. Therefore, in the debit side of computer, put 8,000 and the reason would be cash. Just you can see this arrowhead is coming down. Reason is cash. And cash account is being credited with this 8,000. So in the cash account here, you will put in the credit side 8,000 and the reason, just see this arrowhead coming from here. Reason is computer account. Just see one more example. See, the owner purchased goods on credit from Pasha for 1,500. So the accounting entry is purchase is account debit and creditors account credit. So we will be preparing two ledger accounts, one purchases and second creditors. Okay. Purchases is being debited with 1,500. So this 1,500 will be placed over here in the debit side and the reason is creditor account. And creditor account is being credited with 1,500. So this 1,500 will be placed over here and the reason is purchases. Well, let's see one more example for entry D. Here we see that we have received cash 2,500 from customer for sales of goods. So cash we have received 2,500 and because of sales income is credited. So two accounts are being prepared, cash and sales. Okay. Well, cash is being debited with 2,500. So in the debit side of cash, 2,500 will be placed because of sales. And sales is being credited with 2,500. So in the credit side of sales, 2,500 will be placed and the reason is cash. Okay, very well. So now do it yourself without arrow keys. It is that on 30th January, the owner paid creditors on account 1,000, obviously from the office cash. So creditors liability is decreasing, debit, and cash asset is decreasing, credit, with 1,000, 1,000. So creditor is being debited with 1,000. So in the debit side of creditor's account, because of cash, we are placing 1,000. And cash is being credited with 1,000. So in the credit side of cash, we are placing this 1,000 and the reason is creditor. Okay. I trust you got this concept that what is posting process. So let's remember few tips on it. That is that each journal entry is posted twice in the ledger. Remember. Second thing, first in the debit side of a ledger account and second in the credit side of another ledger account with the same amount. These are the effects. The two effects, one in the debit and the second one would always be in the credit. And this is because of double entry accounting system. Remember, we are learning double entry accounting system. Thank you.